Hey guys, it's Paul here. Today, I want to read a verse. I want to read a couple verses that is from Matthew chapter 16, verse 5 to 12. When they went across the lake, the disciples forgot to take bread. Be careful, Jesus said to them. Be on your guard against the yeast of the Pharisees and Sadducees. They discussed this amongst themselves and said, It is because we didn't have any bread. Aware of the discussion, Jesus asked them, You of little faith, why are you talking among yourselves about having no bread? Do you still not understand? Don't you remember the 5 loaves for the 5,000, or how many basketfuls you've gathered? Or the 7 loaves for the 4,000, and how many basketfuls you gathered? How is it you don't understand that I was not talking to you about bread? But be on your guard against the yeast of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Then they understood that he was not telling them to guard against the yeast used in bread, but against the teaching of the Pharisees and Sadducees. And here, when he says the yeast, he means don't take in what the Pharisees and Sadducees are teaching them, because Jesus knew what the Pharisees and Sadducees were teaching, and that it was wrong. It's not what God truly intended. And because if they did build up that yeast inside of them, it'd grow up into eventually become bread, something they'd eat and take in and believe. And I feel like Jesus isn't just talking to them, but it's talking to us. To not listen to the false teachers of the world. The false teachers who try and manipulate God's word, who use God's word out of context. They try and manipulate it in a way that makes you think you have to do this, or you kind of don't have to do this or something. We have to look out for all those wrong teachers. Make sure whoever it is you're learning from, that what they're getting is truth from the Bible, and that they're using the right context, so you don't build up a lie within yourself. So you don't build up a lie within yourself that you believe. So you don't start building up yeast of a lie, of a fake, of falseness. Watch who you learn from. Don't just hear everything, whether it's Jesus related, and think, oh, okay, that's instantly true. I don't have to check it. I trust that person. Be aware, because you never know. They might be twisting God's word to make maybe your life a little bit harder or easier. But in either way, they're doing it in a way that disrespected God's word, and it's not the truth. So be aware of who you listen to, and make sure they're speaking from the truth. Make sure they're using the right verses, and that the verses they're saying are the actual verses in the Bible, and not just a random verse. Tends to happen sometimes. People will just say out a verse, and that, people will just trust that's the verse. So I pray that all you guys out there, you may have eyes to hear, eyes to see, ears to listen, so you can understand, so you understand and see the truth behind God's word, and not listen to all those who try and spread it falsely. God bless you guys. Have a good rest of your day.